Do you want to know the secret way to get like 3,000 people on your Discord server in less than like 5 minutes? Well, today I'm going to show you that little method, and it's actually pretty simple. Also, this method can be repeated pretty much indefinitely, so you can get, I don't know, as many people as you want. Also, there's a lot of different ways you can do this, but today's video is at least going to show you my way. So here's what we're going to do. First off, we're going to get a bot. It's called Members Plus. It's in the description, the invite link to it. Basically, you just add it to your server, and that's one of the first steps you do. Now, once you add it to your server, I want to explain how it works. Pretty much, you join a couple servers on Discord, and once you join those servers, you get something called coins. It's like a kind of in-game or bot-wide currency. That currency you use to go through and then actually get people to join your server. So each like coin translates into a person joining your server. So with all those coins, you'll get a lot of people joining your server pretty quickly. Now, obviously, coins aren't that hard to get too. For each server that you join, you can get up to a coin and a half, or up to a coin and almost 3/4 worth of, or actually just a coin. And each of those coins instead translates into a join. So if you joined a bunch of servers, talked for a bit, you'd pretty much be looking at like 200 or 150. And then if you were to boost the server and take it a step farther, you could get up to 225 coins every month without even really doing anything extra. Now, obviously, the entire functionality of this bot is free, but if you want to, of course, pay money for coins and stuff, you could also do that as well. It's almost like guaranteed advertising. But let's get started. So, obviously, another thing people bring up with this bot is like you only have 100 servers that Discord will let you join. What happens when you fill up all of those? Well, first off, we're just going to join a few, and then I'll show you basically what you got to do. You just join a couple of these servers, and you just do that. You join these servers, you're going to get a lot of messages pretty quickly, and then once you join those servers, you'll be ready to get started. So you'll join some of these servers, and you'll go through and start talking. I'm going to pick this one. Well, actually, let's pick a nice one that we can start talking. So I've actually been working on this a little bit farther. So as you see, now that we started with a balance of about 5 coins, and now we're up to about 6.5 coins. So we obviously started with 5, and now we're at 6.5. So now when we join the server, we have activity. As you'll see, we have pretty much just half a coin worth that we can unlock for each of our messages. So let's just start talking. Hey, how is everyone's day going? So far, is the weather nice? And as you see, when we check out the activity now, you'll see we level up those coins, and then our balance, you'll get yourself that little half coin. And so if you were to do this for all the servers, you'd be just fine. Now, when you reach about 100, you're going to be like, well, what happens if I just leave them? Well, you're going to lose coins, so don't do that just yet. But you'll pretty much just go through, and once you have done that, you can go check to see if you can leave the server. And after about a week, you can leave all the servers. You just want to check for each individual one. And then if you were to go through and just leave, you'd lose coins now. So if I would just leave the server right now, as you'll see, we'll go on back to the server. You'll see my balance actually went down a bit. I actually lost about 1.5 coins. So definitely not worth leaving the servers before that week has passed. But if we want to go now and buy 5 people join our server and say, hey, how is it going? You can now buy, and as you see, I actually have a previous order on here, so this should actually add into like the 7. But pretty much for orders of about like 100, I guess orders of about 100 or more, they take about maybe like 3 or 4 hours to complete. But within that 3 or 4 hours, you'll get all 100 people in your server. Also, if someone joins and they leave, you get your coins back as well. So don't worry about too much about people joining and then leaving, because you'll get your coins back, and pretty much you'll be guaranteed to get those people. So let me just go through real quick and just make sure I didn't miss anything. So invite, obviously, is just going to invite the bot to the server if you don't do it through the link in the description. Find activity, buy. Obviously, you can add a little message afterwards. Info tells you the current status of your order. Balance will, of course, tell you how much money you have. You can pay other people too. So, for example, if your friend, I don't know, helps you or buys you Discord Nitro, you want to pay him some coins as a thank you, then of course you could go do that. And you can even include a little memo in there on why you paid him. And then, of course, you have the little purchase option. So if you wanted to go through and support the bot's development, pay for like the server hosting, all that stuff, you could go through and use the purchase link. Obviously, the best part about that, though, is that it's on the same coin system. So if you pretty much paid like $5, it's 100 coins every month. And that's pretty much guaranteed 100 people in your server. So it's also a good way of doing guaranteed advertising if you're interested. But the entire bot is free to use. So feel free to have a little bit of fun with it. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Also, there's a link into the support server in the description. You can always hop in there if you need any help with that. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.